Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Ravella Design. Today we are going to work on a very beautiful project video. We are going to make these beautiful cup cozies, mug cozies. They are US flag colors inspired. You see, it's really looks very beautiful. You can make with your own country's flags as well, or normal in different whatever color you like, you can make it. They are really very easy, very beginner friendly. I'm very sure you are going to like them a lot. Meanwhile, please remember to subscribe my YouTube channel, activate the info ring, and if you like this video, please leave like remarks, and I am waiting for your comments. Thank you so much for your support, and let's go on crocheting this one. Dear friends, for this project I'm using three colors. These are cotton yarns: white, dark blue color, and red. Any cotton yarn you can use, it's no problem. Also you can use acrylic yarn. Cotton yarn is not a must. And baby woolen yarn also you can use, but in this project I will use these cotton yarns. The thickness is like this, middle thickness. It's not so thick, it's not so thin, normal, but thickness is not so important in this project. Beside the three different colors of yarn, I'm using 3.5 millimeter hook, like this, a yarn needle in order to make these stars, a button, I mean this button, a scissors in order to cut the yarn. Okay, after telling you what we are going to use for this project, we can go on crocheting how to make this. Dear friends, we are starting here by making this buttonhole. For this reason, I am taking my dark blue cotton yarn in my hand. I am taking my 3.5 millimeter hook in my hand, and I am starting by making slip knot. And then I am going to make 8 chains, dear friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am inserting my hook in the first stitch. Here in the first stitch. Making slip stitch, making 1 chain. As you see, we made the buttonhole. And then I am making 1 chain, and I am going to the following chain space, making a single stitch in there. So we made the first row. Our first row is with 1 single stitch. I am making 1 chain, turning back. I am inserting my hook in the first stitch, and I am making 2 single stitches in there. 1, 2. Our second row is consistent with 2 single stitches. Making 1 chain, turning back. I am making 2 single stitches in the first stitch. I am going to the following and making only 1 single stitch. It's been 3 single stitches. This is our third row. Making 1 chain, turning back, and I am making 2 single stitches in the first stitch, and I will make 1 single stitches in each following one. This is 1 single stitch, going to the following, and going to the following chain space and making another single stitch. As you see, dear friends, I am making 2 single stitches only when I start the upper row in the first stitch, and in the following I am making only one by one going. I made 1 chain, turning back. I am inserting 2 chains in the first chain space, in the first stitch. I'm going to the following and making only 1 single stitch in there, going to the following, making one single stitch in there, and also going to the following and making another one single stitch in there, like this. Now 2, 3, 4, 5. I made 5 single stitch, dear friends. Yes, dear friends, like this we are going up and up till we find 11 single stitch. We are increasing only when we start in the upper row. In the first stitch we are making 2 single stitches, and in the following stitches we are making only 1 by 1 single stitches. Okay, make this bigger and bigger. It's going to be a triangle shape like this till you find 11 single stitch, dear friends. Yes, dear friends, I finished 11th row. There are now 11 pieces of single stitch on the up. We can count like this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the last one 11. Okay, what we are doing, we are making one chain again, turning back. This time I will not make increase, I will make single stitches one by one in each stitch. By making like this, we are getting ready to go to the red one. Okay, I am not making any increasing. I am inserting my hook in the first stitch, making a single stitch. I am going to the following stitch, making single stitch, going to the following and making a single stitch. Like this we are coming to the end. There will be totally 11 single stitch, dear friends. I came to the end of this row. I made totally 11 single stitches. Now I am going to take my red yarn. We will start making these. As you see, increasing is finished with the blue one. Red and white yarn, we are not making any increasing. We are making always 11 single stitches at each row. No increasing, you see, like this. I am keeping this. At the back side, you know, I am keeping this red one, pulling this one, making one single stitch in order to fix it well. Turning back, you know, there are red yarn and also the blue yarn. I am cutting the blue yarn because I am finished with it, but I will keep the remaining red one, also the blue one, on the stitches in order to hide it and fix the red yarn well. What am I doing? I am inserting my hook in the first stitch here, making a single stitch, going to the following stitch, making another single stitch. This two yarn is always staying between the stitches. I am keeping them on this stitch, going to the following, making a single stitch. One by one I am inserting my hook in each following stitch and making single stitches, dear friends. There will be totally 11 single stitch when we come to the end. When doing this, please keep this on the stitches. For this reason we will hide them, and also we will fix the yarn well like this. Okay, come to the end, make 11 single stitches with red yarn. I made 11 single stitches. As you see, I hide the remaining yarn. There is only very small here. It is not a problem, I can cut it. Okay, I made totally 11 single stitches with red yarn. There will be totally 4 rows with red yarn, dear friends. I am making one chain and turning back. I am inserting my hook in the first stitch, and one by one I am going on making single stitches. I am repeating the first row of the red one, dear friends. One by one I will insert my hook in the stitches, and I will make totally 11 single stitch when I come to the end. I made 11 single stitches in the second row, and second row is finished. Dear friends, like this we are making totally 4 rows. Each color is with consists of with 4 rows, 4 rows, 4 rows, 4 rows. We already made 2 rows together, and we are on the third row. I made 1 chain. I am turning back, inserting my hook in the first stitch here, making a single stitch in there, going to the following, and inserting my hook in there, making a single stitch, going to the following, inserting my hook in there, making a single stitch. Yes, dear friends, I am on the third row, and I will make 11 single stitches like this. Third row is finished. I am making 1 chain, turning back, inserting my hook in there, and one by one I am going on making single stitches in the fourth row as well. In the fourth row we are repeating. Okay, come to the end and finish the fourth row with red color. Yes, we finished 4 rows of red color. Now we are going to go to the white one, dear friends. From now on, each will repeat each other for each color with 4 rows. This is 4 rows, 4 rows, 4 rows, and there will be totally 11 single stitches. Be careful, there should always be 11 single stitches. You shouldn't increase, you shouldn't decrease. It is better if you count each time when you crocheting. If you do make like this, it's being, as you see, very neatly. Now I am taking my white yarn in my hand. We are changing the colors. I am putting the yarn here. I am keeping this with my finger like this. I'm keeping the white color and pulling the red one. Pulling the red one. There is some remaining white yarn at the back. I am keeping the white yarn still and making 1 chain, pulling the red one again. I am cutting the red yarn. I am turning back. I have already made 1 chain. I am keeping these remaining yarns on the stitches, dear friends. Always when we change the colors and when we cut the finished yarn, we are always keeping those 2 yarns on the stitches, and it's staying between the stitches. In crocheting, it is staying between the stitches. For this reason, it's being very neatly, very strong, and strong enough to wash many times. I made 1 chain, as I told you. I am inserting my hook in the first stitch like this, going to the following and making a single stitch. Dear friends, from now on it will repeat each other. I explained to you how to make the red one. At each 4 row we are changing colors. When we make 4 rows with white color, we are cutting the yarn and changing and going to the red one. White one, red one, white one, red one. It's going on. It's always 4 rows, and it's always each row consists of 11 single stitches. It's not changing. Now I am making 11 single stitch and coming here. I finished the first row. I made 11 chains. As you see, there are no remaining yarns at the back side because I kept them on the rows between the stitches. I am making 1 chain, turning back. I am inserting my hook in the first stitch, and I am making the second row with 11 stitches. This is the second row, dear friends. I am making 1 by 1 single stitches, and I will make totally 4 rows like this, dear friends. Each row will 11 single stitches, and let's complete 4 rows with 11 single stitch each row. I made 4 rows with white color. This is 11 stitch as well. Now I am finished with the white one. I am making 1 chain and I am taking my red yarn in my hand. I will change the yarn. I already explained to you how to change. I'm keeping this, also making 1 chain, turning back. I am keeping the stitches on the between the stitches on the yarn. I have already made 1 chain with red color, inserting my hook in there, and you know, these stitches on the row, I'm making 1 chain, going to the following, making 1 chain, and I am making 11 chains in this row, making 4 rows, and all will repeat like this when we make red and white colors, dear friends. Okay, we are making 4 rows with red one, and then we are going to the white one. We are going to make like this, dear friends. We finished this one, this dark blue one. We finished already red one, also the white one, and we are here. Like this, how many how many colors we will do, how many rows? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Totally 13 rows you are going to make like this. We made 1 row. If we count each color as 1 row, you know, each color is consists of 4 rows of single stitches, but when we count each color as 1 row, there will be totally 13 rows like this. This is 1, this is 2, now we are on the 3rd row. Like this, let's make totally 13. I finished 13 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, this red and white colors finished. Now we are going to make this part. For this reason, we are finishing with the red and white colors. We are taking our dark blue color in our hand. I am making 1 chain, turning back. I am also keeping these 2 colors on the stitches. I will go on making single stitches one by one in each stitch space, dear friends. We are repeating what we did with the red and white colors. I insert my hook in the first stitch, made 1 chain, 1 single stitch, going to the following, making another single stitch, going to the following, making another single stitch. Like this, one by one, I am making single stitches, coming to the end. Meanwhile, I am cutting these yarns. Yes, we are coming to the end. There will be totally 11 single stitch, dear friends. I finished this row. This is 1 row with dark blue color. I am making 1 chain, turning back. I am inserting my hook in the first stitch, making a single stitch, going to the following and making another single stitch, and like this, one by one, I am making single stitches till the end, and always there will be totally 11 single stitch in each row. Like this, we are making 13 rows, dear friend. This is 1 row, and now I am in the 2nd row, and like this I will go on 13 rows like this. I finished these 13 rows. Now I am cutting the dark blue yarn. I am taking a smaller hook, thinner hook in my hand. You can do it also by yarn needle. That depends on you. I am hiding this remaining yarn between the stitches. I am doing this as if I am crocheting. I am cutting the last remaining. I am doing the same thing also here with the smaller hook. We should hide these remaining yarns. It looks more beautiful. And I am cutting the last remaining. Yes, dear friends, mainly our cup cozy is finished. Now the only thing we should do is just to make these stars. We are going to make these with the sewing up this, with yarn needle. And after finishing this, we are going to sew up a button here at this way. I took my yarn needle in my hand with white yarn. I'm making a knot at the edge. Let's start from here. You see, first of all I made 1 and then 2 and then 3, and finishing this way. I will show you one. You can make the others yourself. Look, I am inserting my hook. We are making a diagonal stitch. Making another diagonal stitch. I am inserting between these. I am finished with the first one. One by one, you are going to make the others. We made this one, you are going to make those 3 and then those 3. If you want, you can make here, but I didn't want to. Later on, when you finish this one, look, you are going to make stars with yarn needle like this. I finished sewing up the stars. It's been a bit different than this. You can make, you can replace the stars whatever you like, dear friends. Now I will sew up the stars also here, you see, like this. I finished sewing up the stars also at this side. I replaced the stars different. There are more stars here. I made like this in order to show you how they look in different styles. That's completely depends on you how you replace the stars. I made like this. Now the only thing we should do is just sew up the button. For this reason I'm taking my white button in my hand with yarn needle. In the center of this first red color, we are sewing up the button. Yes, it's totally finished, dear friends. Hope you liked it. I really liked it a lot. Yes, dear friends, at last we came to the end of another project video. Hope you enjoyed this project and thank you so much for watching this video till now. You see, I hope you liked it a lot. I'm going to share this kind of video tutorials in the coming days. Please remember to subscribe my YouTube channel, activate the info ring, and please leave like, remarks and make comments. I need your support, dear friends. Thank you and thank you so much again. See you in the coming videos.